Welcome to AHADI Voices, where real youth stories break the silence on mental health. If you're a young boy or a young man who is facing tough decisions, you're told that crying is weak or expressing your emotions is weak, today's podcast will be talking about how men or young men like you can get help. Our guest today is Bryton, an 18-year-old man who is raised in Tanzania and born in South Africa. Welcome, Bryton.
Thank you, Ms. Esvat. Before we dive deep, I'd like to thank you, appreciate you for having me here. I'm not just here just for myself, but I'm also here for anyone else out there who feels like they're going through life on hard. And I'm grateful for having this space. And basically, you hear both sides of me today. The side of where I love a kid who loves bikes and pursues his love for cars, and the human side of me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. Before we dive in, who is Bryton? Tell me more about Bryton.
Oh, I'm just a kid, man. I just turned 18 this year, and I got a loving family. My mom and dad, they're cool. Got my sister too. She annoying, but yeah, she also cool. The most important part too, I also got my best friend who has my back, and other real people out there. But most of my times, I'll be out there with my bike, or go to chill with the boys, or go to car meets. And honestly, behind all this, yeah, I mostly feel like I have quite battles inside me that I really don't talk about to anybody else. So yeah, that's what brought me here.
What was growing up like for you as a young man?
Growing up for me, well, most of my times I spent time with my best friend, like that Prosper guy. He just ain't my brother. He's like family, He's always stick by my side. He always had my back, and I really consider him a real friend. Even though we've done a lot of crazy stuff together, we'll go outside with people and they'll see us like these young gangsters because we're all just max dripped up.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, because sometimes people judge us, be like, that these guys look like a bad influence, and other people, the good side, they'll be like, yeah, bro, I'd love to join you guys, I'd love to be like you guys, So yeah, and other times I just be there myself. I didn't have anybody to talk to about like my emotions, even though Prosper was there, but we didn't have that time where we'd sit down and talk about emotions or had them deep talks. It was just, we just gotta push it through. We just keep quiet. We don't talk about it.
Yeah. And at home, apart from your friend Prosper and your friends group, is it a place where a man can show their feelings or their emotions, can express what they feel, or are you told to be quiet and man up?
No, not really. I would really, for what I know is that if you had someone to talk to, like a friend or a brother or family, that's really good, because we're told to man up. Like most guys, like a lot of guys, like young men are told to man up, and building that inside it eats you up. Like it's not right, because it kind of destroys you. Like it just doesn't build a good thing about you inside. And having that someone to talk to, it kind of releases that weight upon you. And just like how I had my bro Prosper, yeah, he had my back, and talking to him released that weight, that heavy weight that I had in me.
Okay. And at home, do you express your emotions to your parents? Do you talk to them about how you feel inside, when you're angry, when you feel sad, or do you just keep it to yourself?
Well, I'll say I never, at home we don't really talk about this stuff. We always, like, everybody was just quiet. Nobody was there to tell mom and dad, yo, I'm going through this, I have this problem or this. Like me and my sister, we were just there. We kept things quiet. It's not like we were scared to express them. For me, I was just uncomfortable. I was not ready. But I knew I made that mistake of not telling them, because that's not right. You always gotta tell your parents, because your parents are the only people who can help you. And even if they would not put it in a way that like they would understand you or you would understand them, but you still gotta have them to talk to, you know.
Thank you for telling the viewers who are listening right now. And now, have you ever gotten any problem, or have you gotten yourself into any situation that you felt like you want to talk to someone but you couldn't, and you ended up feeling neglected, feeling sad, feeling lost, apart from having your friend Prosper?
Well, yeah, there were times where I felt like I was in a room full of people and yet nobody really saw me. I felt like I was invisible, you know. Like mentally I was low, like very low, especially when I was young. You know, I'll go through I'll get hurt, and I'll keep it to myself. I won't really tell anybody. I'll just go out there with my bike, do some wheelies, vibe with it, put some music on, and just, you know, chill.
Yeah.
Because that was like my therapy. You know, I used to wish, yeah, I used to ask, like, wish if maybe someday somebody would ask me, yo, Bry, you okay? You know, like, and they mean it. You know, they just be like, yo, you okay? Even if that question, I know, which rarely comes, I'll just lie that I'm okay, because that's what boys do, you know. We just lie, you know. We're told to man up and handle it, keep it to ourselves, but yo, bottling all that up inside you, it eats you up slowly, and that's really bad.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. When you're passing through that situation, did you feel like you wanted to talk to your parents but you couldn't? And what made you not want to talk to your parents?
It's not like I didn't want to talk to them. I really did. You know, I just wished I had that confidence to talk to them, but I just felt like I wasn't ready, because I felt like,
You get judged.
yeah, I get judged. I
Yeah.
get judged, or they wouldn't understand me.
Yeah.
You know, so it was quite hard to express it, because that's, you know, men, young boys are really scared to like open their feelings up, and you know, for me, I also get scared to talk to them, but I really wish I would tell them. I wish I was just there to talk to them, be like, yo, mom and dad, I'm going through this and that, but I just felt like I wasn't ready, and that's the one mistake that I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so from your perspective or from your view in life and being an 18-year-old man, what do you think stops boys or men, young men like you, to speak up and to find help, either from their friends or from their parents or from anyone out there?
Well, honestly speaking, you know, for what I think is that, you know, society got this whole script for boys, for young boys. They be like, if you cry, you weak. If you open up, you soft. And if you say that you're not okay, you overreacting. Like, you just gotta learn real quick to wear the mask. And for me, I used to just chill with my homeboys, chill with the roller skater guys, my biker guys, but inside I was just trying to survive the day, but like most boys they have this thing where they don't talk about their pain. You know, they'll be roasting each other and chilling and all that, but they got hit up with yo, you okay and all that, but they just move on. But deep talks, feelings, we don't really do that. So yeah.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think men, when they're having when you're with your homeboys, why don't you talk about your feelings with them?
Because a lot of boys, yeah, they are not scared of just being judged, but to admit to open their feelings, you know. They're scared that if I talk openly, someone will say this and that and that, and that would just make it worse. But nah, bro, you know, talking ain't for the weak. It's real, and you always gotta talk to someone, even if it's not deep, even if it's not like a big or anything big like that. You still gotta talk to someone, you know.
Yeah.
That's what strengthens us, man.
Okay. What helps you cope and stay grounded? And also, what advice can you give a 18 or a teenager out there who doesn't have anything to do, who doesn't have anyone to go to, who doesn't have a prosper in their life? And what is your Like, what's the advice you can give to them?
Well, first of all, before we dive deep into that, I'd love to say the things that are out there that I learned and understood so far
Yeah.
is that I'm stronger, you're stronger, we're all stronger. Every young boy, young girl is stronger than what they give themselves credit for. No, I'm not talking about strong as in going to the gym, working out, doing exercise, jogging, or anything like that. I'm talking about mental strength. Like surviving days where you get hurt, you get down, feeling neglected or anything like that,
Yeah.
but you still get up anyway. It's like when the first day when you ride your bike or anything like that. The first day you get on that bike and you ride it and you fall and you get hurt and you cry.
Yeah.
You don't give up on that. You still stand up. You still get up and push it through. That's how you succeed. You don't give up on yourself.
True.
And the other thing that I learned is passion is really powerful. And that passion for me was cars and bikes. Like, if you throw anything on me, if you throw me to fix an engine, throw me to fix a cracking suspension or the belts are clicking or whatever, I would dive deep into that like I was a therapy because it's something that I really love, something that I am dedicated for. Like I'm pursuing my career path as a mechanic and I'm looking for every opportunity. I'll be out there going to garages and asking people if I could help them, or I don't need to get paid or anything. I just want that basic knowledge, so I could slowly build myself up and become better than I am myself. And for the bike part, well, I just love the vibe. When I pop the wheelies, the bike, the one wheel's up. And people in my hood, people on the streets, they'll be like, yo, how do you do that? I like that, bro. Yo, keep doing all those cheers. And you just get that adrenaline. It's like your body just like, it just goes quiet. Everything just goes quiet. It's just
all
you
the
on a bike.
problems and
Everything is gone, bro. Like it's not just on bike. Even when you're in a car, even racers feel that. Formula One drivers feel that. And honestly, when they said that, especially when I got that line from this F1 driver, I forgot his name. I literally understood what he felt, because that's what exactly what I felt, and it was the best feeling. And honestly, bikes got me out of drugs. It got me out of weed, smoking weed, and all that. People won't understand it, yeah. And I even told my parents that they won't understand. They asked me, why do you like doing those dangerous bike stunts? I'm like, mom and dad, man, you understand this. You will not understand this, because even if I told you, I don't think if you understand. Because what I feel is out of this world. And I hope people say you're crazy. I hope people say it's dangerous, you're gonna die. But nah, not just me, but for anyone out there who's doing what I do or doing something different. You ain't crazy. You ain't doing it for the bad. You ain't doing it to hurt yourself. You're just being human. Yeah.
And that's how you deal.
Yeah, that's how you deal with it. And what I would advise people is that you should not give up on yourself. My young bros out there, should not give up on yourself. Don't make the mistake of ever giving up on yourself. Whatever you're going through, if you're feeling down, just don't give up on yourself. You gotta stand up and man up, man. Sure. Don't give up on yourself. Yeah.
Now imagine this. What if there was one place where you could record your thoughts, talk to a therapy, connect with people, a group of community in one app? Would you use it, and why?
I would likely use it. And the reason is that, a lot of people, like a lot of young men, are scared to open their emotions face to face with people. And doing this, it would help write down or record myself, my thoughts and feelings, making it easier for me. Because not just for me, for any young guy out there who's scared to talk to face, when there's some people where if you write down something or record something, it's easier for them than talking to face. And that would really help so much, because it's actually the best thing.
If this story moved you and you've learned something from this story, and you want other people or your friends or your young brother or your parents, whoever out there who you think it can help, please share it with your friends, your family members, your cousins, your brothers, and to reach more people, because what Bryton said is just one among 100 million people out there who want to listen to this advice and want to connect with people in the group chats, people who can help them, therapists, and even journal their thoughts. There is an app called AHADI. You can go and download it. It's in every Android. You can download it, use it in Tanzania, and it will help you so much. Thank you, Bryton, for joining us.
Thank you
for
so
telling
much.
us your story. We're touched. Please continue having your passion of bike, and you're welcome back to talk to our viewers, and we hope to see you back again.
All right, I appreciate it. I'm grateful for this space, and thank you for having me.
You're so
and you'll be safe out there. And matter of fact, you'll matter, bro. My young sister and brothers out there, you matter the most. Just don't give up on yourself, and that's the best thing I can advise you. All right, you all stay safe.
We post twice a month, sharing real stories, expert advice, and honest conversations on youth mental health. Please send your questions anonymously. We're here to help. Healing's heavy, but here, we grow and laugh through it.